First up, what's your name?
Gabe Christie.
So why are you part of the MMC?
I was invited by a very close brother of mine, Joe Moffat, brought me into this, brought it to me one day, said, hey, I think this is something that would align with your heart, your core values, and something that God's aligning in your life. And so I took a couple of days to pray about it, got back to him and said, yeah, I'm in.
What would you say has probably been the most impactful thing you've gotten from this?
I was given a word from God 15 years ago that I would be a part of a movement or a conglomerate of men who were focused on bringing change and impact to men at a high level in a big arena. And I never understood it because I don't have a background in speaking to men. I don't have a background in large venue arenas. I come from a small town. And so it always had it actually instilled a little bit of fear. I was fearful of that. I didn't believe what I was hearing. So I'm like, Lord, you got the wrong guy. When Joe brought this to me, I knew that this was something that could potentially lead into that. And in the last 3.5 months, God has shown me that he's bringing his promise to fruition. He's bringing a change in the shift, and he's bringing a mind shift for the lives of men in a mighty way that is going to wake them up, help them to see that they've been living in an area that they're not supposed to be living in a darkness, and they need to step out of that darkness to step into light. They need to become true men. And that was something that's always been on my heart. I'd had a heart for men for a long time. I've done leadership with the usher teams and church, building them up. I've done different leadership with Bible studies and just connecting with men, even on a one-on-one personal, just connecting with men weekly as much as I can. And seeing what's going on with this 100% aligns with what the Lord's had on my heart, and I'm excited about it. So the biggest thing for me is just that God's confirming what he put on my heart many years ago.
What would you say was probably the most impactful thing that you experienced in this event?
Hearing testimonies of men who reached their limit, who came to the edge of the cliff and looked over it, said, I don't have any more to give, Lord. I'm done. I can't be used. And then instead of just giving up, giving it that one last shot, but instead of doing it their way, following God's way and submitting and being vulnerable and opening up, and then watching him come in and completely just transform mindset, their whole thought process around who they are, what they have to give, and where he's taking them, and seeing the victory come out of that. That's why I'm here.